Another dream is within reach. A student opens up a book. An entrepreneur takes another look.
Healthy communities talk with one another. They ask questions. They listen. They disagree respectfully. And they keep working together even when opinions differ. Respectful dialogue turns conversations into opportunities for understanding. Tonight our panel asks, how can communities encourage respectful public dialogue? Welcome to the Thunderdome. Good evening and welcome back to America Together Radio. Last episode we explored lifelong civic participation. Tonight we focus on respectful public dialogue and how communities can strengthen communication across different viewpoints.
So respectful dialogue doesn't require everyone to agree.
Exactly. It requires people to listen, speak thoughtfully, and remain committed to solving problems together. Tonight we'll discuss active listening, civil conversation, constructive disagreement, shared understanding, community forums, and practical ways to create spaces where respectful dialogue can flourish. President Pipeline, when a community wants to encourage respectful public dialogue, where should it begin? We'll hear your answer right after the break.
As they have through the years, watching dreamers build their futures.
Welcome back. Tonight's question, how can communities encourage respectful public dialogue? President Pipeline will begin with you.
Thank you. Respectful dialogue begins with listening. People are far more likely to work together when they believe they have been heard. Understanding does not always require agreement, but it does require attention, patience, and respect.
So listening comes before persuasion.
Exactly. Communities make better decisions when conversations begin with understanding rather than assumptions.
Sometimes repeating what someone said before answering helps everyone feel understood.
Good dialogue begins with sincere curiosity.
Liberty Jack, your perspective.
Encourage respectful discussion. Focus on ideas instead of personal attacks. Look for common ground before debating differences. Communities become stronger when conversations remain constructive.
So respect creates better conversations.
Absolutely. Respect allows disagreement without division.
Listening builds understanding.
Respect builds cooperation.
Good conversations often solve problems before arguments begin.
A wonderful beginning for tonight's discussion. After the break, Lady Progress discusses communication skills, empathy, and productive dialogue. Captain Constitution explores responsibility, civility, and protecting respectful public discourse. Stay with us.
As it has through the years, watching ships come in and out.
Welcome back. Tonight we're exploring how communities can encourage respectful public dialogue. So far we've discussed listening, curiosity, and finding common ground. Now let's continue. Lady Progress, how does empathy strengthen public dialogue?
Empathy helps people understand experiences beyond their own. Communities benefit when people ask thoughtful questions, listen with patience, and seek to understand before responding. Respectful communication creates opportunities for learning.
So empathy supports better conversations?
Exactly. Understanding often begins by seeing another person's perspective.
Captain Constitution, what role do civility and responsibility play?
Civility allows communities to discuss difficult issues without losing respect for one another. Speak honestly. Listen carefully. Disagree respectfully. Strong civic dialogue protects both relationships and institutions.
So responsibility includes how we communicate.
Very much so. Respectful dialogue strengthens public trust over time.
President Pipeline, what stands out to you?
Communities grow stronger when people value understanding over winning arguments.
Respect keeps conversations productive.
Empathy opens the door to cooperation.
Civility strengthens communities.
Sometimes the best response is one more sincere question.
Curiosity often uncovers solutions that assumptions never could. Market Maverick off microphone. And it's amazing how much smoother meetings go when everyone remembers their neighbors afterward. After the break, Market Maverick discusses practical ways communities can encourage respectful public dialogue. Professor Data explores research on civil discourse and community engagement. And the People's Advocate shares everyday habits that help conversations remain respectful and productive. Stay with us.
I'm Jeremy Levan. Rural communities understand problems that national politics often ignores. Distance, roads, hospitals, water, agriculture, energy, broadband, schools, and local services are not abstract issues. They are daily realities. America Together 2028 wants those voices included.
Main Street, the smell of barbecue fills the air. The farmer's market fills the square, and friendly faces are everywhere.
Welcome back. Tonight we discuss listening, respect, empathy, and understanding in public dialogue. Now let's ask an important question. How can communities make respectful dialogue part of everyday life? Market Maverick, what practical steps strengthen civil conversation?
Host community forums with clear rules for respectful discussion. Encourage speakers to focus on solutions rather than blame. Provide moderators when needed. Make participation accessible and welcoming.
So structure helps conversations succeed.
Exactly. The structure supports better communication.
Professor Data, what does research suggest about civil discourse?
Research often associates civil dialogue with increased cooperation, reduced conflict escalation, improved problem solving, and stronger community relationships. Communities benefit when respectful communication is consistently practiced and reinforced.
So habits shape outcomes.
Very much so. Repeated respectful interaction builds long-term trust.
Peoples advocate. What practical advice would you offer listeners?
Pause before responding. Ask clarifying questions. Avoid personal attacks. Assume good intent when possible. Small communication habits can transform difficult conversations.
Quick thoughts.
Listening first creates understanding.
Respect keeps dialogue productive.
Empathy strengthens connection.
Civility protects trust.
Communities thrive when communication remains balanced and respectful.
After the break, each mascot shares one habit that helps communities encourage respectful public dialogue. Then we'll conclude tonight's discussion and preview our next episode. Stay with us.
As it has through the years, watching storms and sunny mornings.
Welcome back. Tonight we've explored how communities can encourage respectful public dialogue. We've talked about listening, empathy, civility, communication, and constructive disagreement. Now let's close with one final question. If you could encourage every community to practice one habit that strengthens respectful public dialogue, what would it be?
Listen fully before responding. Understanding comes before agreement.
Speak with respect, even in disagreement. Strong communities protect conversation.
Ask questions that seek understanding. Curiosity builds connection.
Protect civility in every discussion. Respect preserves trust.
Remember that we all share the same community. Common ground is always present.
Focus on solutions instead of blame. Progress comes from action-oriented dialogue.
Treat every conversation as an opportunity to learn. Listening is a form of service.
Continue evaluating communication practices and reinforce methods that improve trust, cooperation, and long-term community dialogue.
Respectful dialogue is not automatic. It is practiced. Every conversation handled with care, every disagreement approached with patience, every effort to understand another perspective strengthens the community as a whole.
What's next inside the Thunderdome?
Next time, our panel explores Episode 074, How Can Communities Strengthen Local Culture? We'll discuss traditions, arts, shared identity, community events, storytelling, and preserving what makes each community unique. You've been listening to America Together Radio, simulated mascot debate Thunderdome. Today's discussion featured fictional mascot characters created to explore civic ideas through respectful conversation. The characters are fictional. Their conversations are intended to encourage dialogue, empathy, civility, and stronger communities. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep listening, keep respecting, keep building understanding, and we'll see you inside the Thunderdome.
The same as they have through the years, watching seasons come